Hey guys, this is Piers from Team Good, and bring you my top 8 regionals deck profile. I played Pendulum Magicians, and yeah, I knew that the field was going to be pretty much all Draco, or mostly Draco, so I built my deck a bit more to beat that deck. I didn't want to play FDK because it loses to, like, itself and the hand traps I found. Even though it wasn't all Draco, it was like a majority Draco, so maybe Pendulum 50k would have been better, but I just didn't feel confident going into a deck that fragile, into an event with a deck that fragile. And then the Beatrice build that goes into S0 was like, if they just like set Rivalry, which everyone was playing, then that like wouldn't help you win, basically. And then, yeah, so I decided to go with basically as consistent as a build as possible, and playing Time Pendulum Graph so that I could maximize my ability to make effective boards to how Draco's going first. Yeah, so I played 3 Harmonizing Magician, 3 Black Fang, 3 Purple Poison. That's all the like standard magicians. I didn't play Wisdom Eye, I didn't play Oath. This is like an Allure Turbo build, so I played 3 Astrograph, 3 Chronograph, and then the 2 Gazers. It's pretty standard. I played 3 Curtain Raiser. I wanted to play like 5 cards that special summon when you control their monsters. So I played these 3 plus 1 Foolish and 1 Dragon Shrine. Because that's like the best number to draw 1 but not multiple. And yeah, I didn't want to max out on the shrines and stuff because like when you draw them together, it's like worse than having a shrine with this card because you can just normal summon this card or whatever. Or yeah. Then 3 worms. Basically, even though I wanted to play like only 5 that normal summon, I also wanted to play like 5 that gave me access to a worm. So by having 3 of these and then the Foolish and the Shrine, I can like get 5. So that's the best number to have for the worms. Then 2 zeros because you want to search this card off Astrograph and stuff. So yeah. And then that's all for the monsters. It's pretty straightforward. Then for the spells, I played 3 Allure of Darkness. I just want to turbo into Time Pendulum Graph, basically. I played 3 Pot of Desires, best card in the deck, probably. 3 Duelist Alliance to search Time Pendulum Graph or Pendulum Call. Those are the only targets I played. The others seem kind of mediocre, so yeah. And yeah, I just wanted access to Time Pendulum Graph every game, pretty much. So 1 Pendulum Call for the Duelist Alliance. Yeah, this is just like, if I open like multiple Alliance or Alliance plus Pendulum Graph, Time Pendulum Graph, then I have this card. Or if I open like a mediocre, bricky-ish hand, then I can use this to make it better. And then the Foolish and the Shrine, as I mentioned earlier. The 1-up Stark Goblin, because 39 cards is optimal. And then 2 Time Pendulum Graph. I don't want to bash it off Desires. And yeah, it's also the last card in my deck, so yeah. Well, sort of. Anyway, yep. That's all for the main deck. So 40 cards. Well, 39 if you count upside. And then going on to the extra deck. I played 2 Electromite. It's pretty standard. I kind of wish I played 3 of this actually though, because it came up a lot and there were some extra cards that just like didn't really come up. So yeah. It came up like quite a few times where I needed to hit Electromite. 1 Deco Talker. The Zephyr card sucks. I don't know why people play it. This card's so much better. Borrowed Dragon. That's all for the links. Then for Synchros, I played Ignista. This card comes up all the time. Don't know why people don't play that either. This Supreme King thing. It came up once. I don't know how good it is, but I mean, when it does come up, it's pretty blowout, so it's probably good. The extra deck's not too tight, so yeah. Beals. I played this for the Draco matchup. I didn't actually make it all day, but I'm still not sure it's incorrect. You can probably just cut this for like a different card. I don't know if it's that good. The Odd Eyes cards, which you need to play for the combos and stuff. Norito for the level 6 combos. Tornado Dragon, because one of the best rank 4s to works. Played Abyss Dweller, standard. This is like the rank 4 you go into blind in like most games, in my opinion. Especially if you know it's Draco, like, you definitely make this. Yeah. It's just like, this hits like every deck really well except for Magicians and Trickstar, and there was like no Magicians on the day, and I knew I was like the only Magician player, so I was just making this all day. Otherwise, like, there's other cards you can make, but Goose Scarf when you brick pretty much. Nightmare for the Pendulum matchup, but I mean, I had this in my deck, but obviously there were no Pendulum Magicians, so I like didn't summon this at all. One-time Star Magician, and that's the last card in my deck. I didn't play Omega. You never make that card ever. And yeah, Time Star Magician is just like good because everyone was playing Rivalry. You can make this under Rivalry, and yeah, just sometimes it comes up. I don't know. So that's it for the extra deck. For the side deck, I played 3 Ash. Slides against Draco, Lightsworn. That's about it. For 3 Veiler, so I side this against Lightsworn and Pendulum. Ogre is much better against Pendulum, but Ogre sucks against Lightsworn, and I wanted more hand traps for Lightsworn, so that like I didn't like auto lose going second. Yeah, so 3 Wavering Eyes and Rematch. This card's fucking nuts. 3 Cosmic Cyclone, which I side against Draco, random matchups, Trickstar, just whatever really. And then 3 Evenly Match, which is side against Draco, and like Paleozoic and stuff. I don't side this in the mirror, it's terrible. Anyway, well, that's my opinion. I think it's terrible anyway. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on the deck. Not sure I'd change much about the main deck. Possibly I'd change about the side deck a little bit. I think the main decks, I'm pretty happy with the main decks, so I don't think I'd change much about it. Yeah, I think that's about all I got to say. Shout outs to my teammates, Stephen Lau, Hayden Matthews, AJ Cloddy, Ian Carroll, and yeah, everyone else. And shout out to Andrew Malley, and shout out to Liam DeVono for lending me this awesome Naruto. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.